Hello everyone, welcome back to the Aviation and IATA tutorial. My name is Anita and today we will continue with the TC1, TC2 and TC3 areas. In the previous video, I have already spoken about which countries and which continents come under TC1, TC2 and TC3 areas. And the world map, as you can see here, is divided into three parts as per the aviation geography. So let's see today which countries come under TC1. All of the North and South American continents and adjacent islands, Greenland, Bermuda, the West Indies and islands of the Caribbean and Hawaiian Islands including Midway and Palmyra. It means the entire American continent, okay, from top to bottom, as you can see here very well. On the left side there is Pacific Ocean, on the right side there is Atlantic Ocean. So wherever the marking is given, that entire area of number 1 is known as TC1 and it comes under TC1 area. Similarly, in the number 2 column in the map, it is the TC2 area. All of Europe, including that part of Russia in Europe and adjacent islands, Iceland, the Azores, all of Africa and adjacent islands, Ascension Island, that part of Asia lying west of and including Iran. So as you can see in the map, the left side of the European continent, the Middle East, the African continent, and on the top the Arctic Ocean and a part of Atlantic Ocean on the left hand side comes under TC2 area. And on the TC3 area, that is on the map number 3, we can see the right hand side of the European continent, the Asian continent, and down Australia, New Zealand, and the adjacent islands. So I'll just read out all of Asia and adjacent islands, except the portion included in Area 2. All of the East Indies, Australia, New Zealand, and adjacent islands, the islands of the Pacific Ocean, except those included in Area 1. So whatever is left out in Area TC1, okay, Area 1 means TC1. So whatever is left out in TC1, rest everything, okay, comes under TC3. So in simple terms, we can explain TC3 as whatever is left out in TC1 and TC2 comes under TC3. So here are the names of the countries, okay, and we'll see how TC1 is divided, okay. In its entirety, Area 1 or TC1 is composed of the Western Hemisphere but has several classification of sub-areas for fair construction purposes, two of which are listed below. So what happens is TC1, as we know, is entirely of the American continent, but there are many countries that come under, and for the global indicators to understand in a better way, which we will do later on, we are supposed to understand the classifications of the sub areas that come under TC1. So the first classification divides TC1 into following sub areas: North America, Central America, Caribbean area, South America. So in this slide, you can see there are 4 subdivisions, and which countries come under North America, Central America, Caribbean area, and South America are mentioned here. So this name of the countries, if you go on Google and search for the world map, you will get a better idea which countries come under which sub classifications or which subheadings. So that will help you out when you do global indicators and the journeys. The second classification of TC1 subareas include North Atlantic subarea, Mid-Atlantic subarea, South Atlantic subarea. So these are the 3 next classifications, okay? These are the 3 subdivisions that come under the second kind of classification. So TC1 the whole of the American continent. As we can see here, the whole of the American continent, which also includes Canada and Greenland, and the Pacific Ocean and Atlantic Ocean, are subdivided into two main classifications. The first classification comes under subareas of four, that is North, Central America, Caribbean area, South America. And the second classification of the subareas comes under three categories: North Atlantic subarea, Mid-Atlantic subarea, and South Atlantic subarea. So you have to read the content mentioned here. Okay, you can even make a notes of this, because this is very important, so that you understand which country comes under which subarea. As I've already mentioned, these countries help us to understand our journeys, our routings, and later on global indicators. Now that's all for TC1. We will go on for TC2. As mentioned earlier, TC2, the continents that come under it is Europe, Middle East, and Africa. So let's see the categories. In TC2, the first subcategory we see is Europe, and in Europe, all the name of the countries that alphabetically are mentioned here. So the first subcategory in TC2 is Europe. Okay, even within Europe, you will also find other commonly used subgroups such as European Common Aviation Area and related states. Okay, so these are some countries that come under European Common Aviation Area and related states. Then there is also another subcategory there, European Economic and Monetary Union. So there are some countries that come under this category. The names are already mentioned. And there is also the third subcategory, that is Scandinavia, wherein three countries come under this Scandinavia. Okay. And the second subcategory in TC2 after Europe is Africa. Okay, as we already have seen that apart from Europe, we have the African continent that comes under TC2. So let's see, Africa is subdivided into further regions such as Central Africa, Eastern Africa, Southern Africa, Libya, Indian Ocean Islands, Western Africa. So as of now in this page, we can see there are 6 categories. So Africa continent is divided into sub 6 categories. Okay, and Europe is being divided into 4 categories. The first one is mentioned here. Then the subcategories 3 are mentioned within Europe. And the second is Africa, wherein 6 categories of the African continent is being divided, and accordingly we have to understand which countries come under which category of Africa. And the third sub area we can understand, or the major subcategory we understand in TC2, is Middle East. As I've already mentioned, Middle East is which we commonly known as Gulf countries. These countries come under the Middle East area. So in TC2, I'll repeat again, in TC2 there are 3 main categories. One is Europe, second is Africa, and third is Middle East. In Europe, there are 3 categories: European Common Aviation Area and related states, European Economic and Monetary Union, and Scandinavia. Then in the second category, that is Africa, there are 6 subcategories, that is Central Africa, Eastern Africa, Southern Africa, Libya, Indian Ocean Islands, Western Africa. And the third main category in TC, which comes under TC2 area, is Middle East. So all the countries in and around Middle East comes under this category. Now we will see TC3 area. So let's go back to the map. If we see the map again, we'll get to know we have the European continent, we have the Asian continent, we have Australia, we have New Zealand, we have the small islands, adjacent islands, that is nearby islands. We have Indian Ocean also, that comes under TC3. So now let's see how this TC3 area is being subdivided or classified. Area 3 is composed of the whole of Asia and the adjacent islands, except the part included the part included already in Area 2, the East Indies, Australia, New Zealand, the neighboring islands in the Pacific Ocean, except those in TC1. So if you see the subcategories, you will have a clear picture that which countries come under TC3. So the first subcategory is Southeast Asia sub-area, okay, which we known as C in code wise, that is Southeast Asia sub-area. So in these, many countries come under this subcategory. Then we have the second subcategory, that is South Asian subcontinent sub-area, that is SASEC, wherein again we see 8 countries coming under this category. Then the third subcategory in TC3 area is Japan Korea sub-area, wherein 3 countries come under this category. Again, there is a fourth category, that is Southwest Pacific sub-area. Again here, there are many countries that come under this category, and this category is usually towards the southern part of the world map. If you see the world map here, we can see Australia and New Zealand is at the end of the map in TC3 or number 3. All the islands that comes under that area comes under this subcategory. I'll repeat the subcategory again. That is Southwest Pacific sub-area. So it is very important to understand all these sub-areas. We have to remember all these sub-areas and the countries that come under these sub-areas, because this is very important when we study about journeys and later on global indicators. So the same thing I have mentioned here, that TC2 comes, there are which countries come under Europe. And next we will go to the next subtopic, aviation and airline terms, abbreviations and phonetic codes. So this I will do in my next video. I hope you have been very clear with the countries of TC1, TC2 and TC3 areas and the subcategories that come under each of these areas. Please do understand and do revise this well, because it is very important topic which will help you in understanding the main topic in this chapter, that is journeys and global indicators. Thank you. Have a nice day.